Hey, good morning, everybody. I am driving into work and I'm going to record my food for thought for the day while I'm driving into work today. So I'm not making eye contact with you. That is why. Today is Cullen'S birthday. He is 12 years old, and it is crazy how time goes so freaking fast. It really does. Like, I don't feel like I'm 12 years older than when he was born. But certainly next year we'll end up having three teenagers. So I wanted to tell you, when we had two kids, we had Carson and Effie, and then we had always said we wanted three, and just had not committed. Effie came early as a preemie at 34 and 5. She was a tiny little thing. She was 4 pounds and 9 ounces. So I was so involved with Effie. And with Carson, too, when we talk about whether or not people find out if they're having boys or girls. With Carson, when I got pregnant, I was in grad school to be a midwife. Had no plans to be pregnant. Me and Matt were married for 5 weeks and got pregnant. So I was the midwife kid in the class that ended up having a baby. And so when we talked about finding out, Matt was like, oh, no, I don't want to know. And it'd be a surprise. I was like, oh, my gosh. Like, how could you not know? Like, I'm a planner. Like, So he talked me into not finding out. And then I worked at Mission Hospital in Asheville, North Carolina at the time. And we had residents and stuff. And I remember coming home from one of my night shifts, and we were talking about them doing ultrasounds, and I was far enough along to find out, and And he was like, wait, like, hold up, like, we could find out? And I was like, well, yeah, they're always wanting to look with ultrasound, and He's like, oh, I have to know. I was like, no, like, you said no. So anyway, I'm in a traffic light right now. Anyway, we ended up, one of my shifts one night, I let one of the residents do an ultrasound, and they told us it was a boy. And so I went home, and the next day, or either called Matt from there and told him it was a boy. And I tell patients all the time, like, it's such an intimate piece of information, and I feel like I really flubbed that up, because I would have rather been in person, with Matt, just sharing just such a special piece of our life, not with some of the, probably a nurse or two in there was co-workers, but not the resident was somebody I couldn't even tell you who it was. They didn't know me. They were just experimenting. And then so with Effie, I really wanted a little girl. I love Carson, but I had a name. I already knew we would name her, Effie if it was a girl. Really wanted a girl. And so we decided still to find out, but we did our ultrasound the week after Thanksgiving. And so I bought a little 99-cent card from Walmart and took it to the ultrasound room. And this was before gender reveals were even a thing. And if that dates how old I am at all. But I took an ultrasound card, and we took it and gave it to the ultrasonographer. We said, we don't want to find out. We want you to write it in this card. And so we're going to open it on Christmas. And so she wrote it in the card, put a little ultrasound picture in there. And so we went home and hung it on our Christmas tree until Christmas morning. And so on Christmas morning, it was just me, Matt, and Carson together that morning. We opened everything else, and then we opened that card together and found out it was a girl. And we were so happy. Our phones were ringing off the hook that day because everybody knew what we were opening that morning because it had driven everybody crazy. My mom had a couple of gifts at her house that were wrapped with the exact same paper with different color bows. So before FaceTime was even a thing too, like, I got to call her and tell her which one to open, and I got to hear her reaction over the phone, and she was ecstatic because she also knew that if we had a girl, it was going to be named after my great-grandmother. So lead us to Cullen, get pregnant 10 months later with Cullen, and we just decided we weren't going to find out at all. We had a boy, we had a girl, and hands down, it was the best surprise that I've ever had in my whole life. It was just fantastic. And I tell people all the time, like, you can't, as an adult, you don't have very many opportunities to have a true, real surprise in your life anymore. And so, not finding out what you're having and then getting to find out at birth is one of those surprises that only you can, that's only going to come around a little bit. People probably think I'm crazy in a traffic light. They're probably watching me talk. So we didn't find out, and I had him at the birthing center. I went into labor. I think Matt had a scrimmage baseball game that day. He was coaching at Carson Newman College, which is now Carson Newman University. Maybe it was Carson Newman College. And so he was coaching that day, and I was at home, and I'd taken a nap. I'd cut some shrubs and stuff that day. Taking a nap. I was 38 weeks pregnant, and my water broke while I was taking a nap. Like, I moved around a little bit, my water, and I thought that's what it was. And I got up, and sure enough, that's what it was. So I called Matt, and somewhere on some video camera thing, there is a video of me looking in the mirror telling Matt, so that it could record his reaction, that my water had broken. And so he hurried home because he was convinced the baby was just going to fall out. I think it was about 5 or 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And so I got a shower and whatever. I let the midwife know, but I said, hey, I'm not really in labor. We're going to mosey. We were delivering at the birthing center. And so anyway, went into the birthing center about, I don't know, earlier than I planned to, because Matt was freaking out. I started laboring good. We just walked around the parking lot for a long time, waiting on my friend, co-worker midwife to come in, because we had told her not to hurry. And I think about 9 o'clock I started laboring really good, and he was born at 11:58 that night. And one of the sweetest things is Matt getting to tell me is a boy. And so just a good memory, and truly just the best surprise I ever had. Normally, I am decorating the house the night before their birthday with balloons and streamers and chalkboard signs and all of the above, and they wake up and they have all this stuff for them. And this year, all that crap is packed away, or my house is just in complete disarray. So all of the kids are going to get to have a birthday without my stuff. And normally I get up and make pancakes, decorate pancakes for them too. And today, I don't know, I'm a terrible mother right now. I whiffed. So Cullen, thank goodness, is understanding. Effie would probably cry. She'd probably be upset that we didn't have a tradition. She's very much a tradition person. And Cullen likes it, but he is just as content with us doing it this weekend. Because I didn't have pancake mix. I didn't have any whipped cream. I don't even have any heavy cream to make any whipped cream. So he was fine. So he had scrambled eggs and bacon, and he was fine with that. I am going to let him, I'm off on Friday. So, and that's why when you have a birthday on a Wednesday, when you have to go to school, you don't really need to miss school just for his birthday, and I have to work all day today. So we are gonna, I'm off on Fridays, and so I am gonna either let him stay out of school or check him out early. He has been asking me to go eat sushi for the longest time, and nobody else. I'll eat it some, but I'm very picky. It all has to be kind of cooked. I'm not a very well-versed sushi eater, but anyway, he is, I'm gonna take him just on a mommy Cullen date on Friday to go eat sushi. And so he was content with that. So even though I didn't have his pancakes this morning and all that stuff, he was completely fine with, hey, I get a sushi date. So this evening we are just picking up, he wants Firehouse subs. He let Effie actually, he said, Effie, what do you want? If I'm eating sushi on Friday, I'll let you choose what we're having for my birthday dinner. We're not doing a lot of cooking because my house is hot. My house is hot, everything's packed up, it's driving me crazy. Normally I'd make a cake or I'd make a bunch of cookies or something like that. So just a bad year for me to be like a fantastic birthday mom. And I think birthdays are such a big deal. But anyway, so Firehouse subs, I'm gonna order them before I leave work, pick them up. We're gonna pick him up. He had originally asked for like a drone or something for his birthday, but we ain't buying this kind of presents this year. We built a house. Well, we remodeled a house, a big remodel. So I told him, I said, we're not buying anything that's technology, nothing's gonna collect dust. And so he signed up to play tennis. He's loving it. And but we had no tennis stuff because we've been baseball, some football, running. That's what we had. So he's got a whole bunch of new tennis stuff in the back of my car that I bought at lunch yesterday that I have to wrap at some point today, and I have to buy wrapping paper because I have no idea where wrapping paper is. At my house, packed up. So we're gonna get Firehouse subs. We're gonna get home, let him maybe have some presents. I ordered a cake. I gotta pick it up on the way home this afternoon. And we're gonna go to the tennis courts and let him hit tennis balls because he's asked to do that a lot. And then we'll come home, maybe have cake and ice cream, and go to bed. And that's gonna be it till Friday and a mommy Cullen date. So I'll let you know what all we get done today. But if you're gonna have a baby, if you're pregnant and you don't know what you're having, consider it being a surprise. I know it's hard to wait, but you're not going to change it. You can find out if you want to. but you're not going to change what's in there. And people talk about you needing to plan. I used to say the same thing. You don't need to plan. They got unisex stuff that's such good colors now, and this baby needs a way to eat, a blanket, some diapers of some sort, and some love. And that's it. That is it. Everything else really doesn't matter. But some of that stuff just comes as you have a baby. I know first babies are so fun, and it's fun. But I'll tell you, the people that love you the most will buy you the ugliest clothes you've ever seen. They like to buy boy or girl clothes. So consider it being a surprise. We'll see y'all this afternoon. And how do you catch up when you're way behind wrapping kids' presents? You buy them on your lunch break, day before his birthday, and you wrap them on your lunch break the next. Now I gotta get to work. All right, so Matt's out here setting up for a cow move real quick. Gotta hop these cows over to the next place. I drove past him and then thought, oh, well, he'd probably be good to have an extra set of hands. So I picked up Firehouse subs, got everybody's customized, picked up Cullen'S cake, picked up ice cream, picked up chips, picked up ginger ale, which we don't hardly ever drink soda in this house. But I knew that Cullen would like that for his birthday. So we're gonna bounce these cows across the road real quick and then go celebrate a birthday. Boy turned 12. All the cows know when it's time to move. Look at this pretty baby. That was Daisy's baby that she had. First that was Stella's baby a while back, and then second baby that was born. Oh, right here. She is definitely not a helicopter mother. She's a great mama, but she's not helicopterish at all. She's like, yeah, I had you and I'll take care of you, but Daisy, she's not gonna leave her baby side. Stella, pretty much same thing. And then coming up over the next month, she's due. Ruby, which is behind the red one behind the black one here, and somebody else is due. Oh, Jackie. Hey, Matt. Hello, Stella. Okay, she's just not without me. I don't have a snack for you right now. I don't have a snack for you, Patsy's a sweet girl. Y'all ready? Huh? Y'all ready? This was our garden that got non-attended to this year because of that down there. Ready? They're watching you like a hawk. Do it again. Whistle again. Normally they'll talk back. Come on. Come on, Daisy D. Come on. Yep, yep. Let's go. We got a birthday to celebrate, girls. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Alright. Now time to get unload and get ready. Matt's just got to move their water. And then he'll be home. So I'm going to go home and get everything else set up. So we can celebrate Cullen this evening. I'll get you one. You don't get a fancy meal out on your birthday if it's on a Wednesday.
Second stomach just to pick.
All right, Cullen, happy birthday. We'll go ahead and you can go ahead and open your presents. Cullen wants to eat cake after we go play tennis.
I know what this one is.
How you doing?
It says
How you doing?
He said he knew what it was. It's literally circular. I know what it is.
Open it.
More? Daniel got me a lot. 6 packs, 18 balls. There's like 20 of them. There's literally 20 of them. Which really is.
Right here.
Why couldn't you just put them in the same thing?
Because it wouldn't fit.
Happy birthday, buddy. Just got you some balls.
It's rolling.
Oh, you got me a ball thingy major.
Hopper.
Said you want me to get one. How do you open it?
Pull it out.
It's the small one.
You got those tennis balls in there?
Is this a car key to my car?
Oh, nice.
Oh, I know what this is. This is the thing to reduce friction. It's really cool.
To reduce
Or
what?
vibration. In the bracket. That's cool. I like these. See? Friction. Or like the vibration. Where's my other cookie? I have no idea what this is. This is.
What? No.
Oh!
What is that?
This is the thing I want. You said I didn't get one.
No, I didn't. What is that? Actually, I have no idea what that is.
Or
I really don't know what it is. What is it?
you hit the ball, it comes back to you, and you hit the ball again.
Oh, I didn't think you did get one of those. The big one.
Or it's a new bracket.
Back it up instead of right there on top of it.
Colin.
Look at that. Fire! Backpack just for tennis.
Now you
Wear it
gotta,
on the front of your body when you're in school, so you gotta like.
now you gotta have two
Somebody
back.
with a book and a freaking tennis racket like that.
Well, that's it. He's so full of emotion. All right, ready? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear